Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words, become much more articulate. In today's episode, we're entering the land of productivity, and we're going to be talking about the difference between routines and rituals. Pay attention, my friend. Routines are a series of steps. Rituals are routines plus a story. We do routines because we have to. We do rituals because we want to. Routines repeated over time lead to a ritual. Let's break these down. With routines, how do we often start one? I think for the most part, people begin routines by looking at others. Let's say they want to be in shape. So they're following all these different people on Instagram that are in shape. They see what these in shape people do. Then this person who desires to be in shape starts to copy some of the routines. Oh, one of my favorite influencers wakes up at 5 in the morning. I too will wake up 5 in the morning. This guy, he journals in the morning. Me, I'll journal in the morning. What about this guy? This guy brushes his teeth after he goes to the gym. I guess I'll do the same thing. So in the beginning, as we're collecting different activities, we're starting to experiment with what our routine is going to be. After a lot of trial and error, we began to see that certain acts, it works, but other acts, it doesn't work, especially for our lifestyle. And as we're over here seeing what doesn't work, we're beginning to personalize our routine some more. Now, as we're starting to personalize this routine some more towards our lifestyle, what begins to happen is that there's some emotion that's being built. Not too much emotion, but some. This is when we're starting to see, okay, I don't always want to do you, because routines, you're productive, and something about productivity makes me feel icky. I don't always want to do you, but here's what I noticed. The days that I don't do you, I don't execute these different steps that have been in my lifestyle for the past 3 months, I feel weird. I feel as though my entire day is slippery when I miss certain of these activities. So even though I don't want to do you because you're productive, I understand your value. And this is when we begin to repeat these routines more and more and more. And eventually, what begins to happen is that this routine is starting to have a stronger emotional connection. Once we have that strong emotional connection, that is when this routine is developing into a ritual before our very eyes. We now want to do this. And anytime we don't, we feel guilty. See, with routines, a lot of the times if someone's like, oh, well, I didn't meditate today, well, who cares? No one else found out. We don't feel that guilty. But with rituals, if we don't do it, we feel guilty. So if you're at that stage right now, you're like, wait a minute, what I'm doing throughout the day, is it a routine or a ritual? Ask yourself, do you feel guilty if you don't do it? If the answer is, no, I don't really feel guilty, then you're in the routine stage. By the way, I don't know about you, but rituals, like there's some color in that word. So it takes some time for you to build this ritual, but once you have it, it's yours. It's a routine with a story where an outsider, they'll see you doing certain activities. They'll say, oh, well, these are just a bunch of steps. That's this guy's routine. And you're like, Each of these steps are here for a reason. And these steps are in this particular sequence for a reason. I take a shower after the gym, just like a lot of people do, but I take the shower with the lights off. Why? I take it with the lights off because after the shower, I'm going to blog, and when the lights are off in the shower, my senses are disengaged and I'm alone with my mind. As I'm alone with my mind, now I can brainstorm what I am going to write about later on. This is stuff that's relevant to you. And a lot of the times, if you try to explain the rationale behind why you have your ritual the way that you have it, others are going to look at you like you're crazy. They're going to be like, what? You don't take a shower with the lights on? You're weird. And that weirdness is completely fine. They could think whatever they need to think about it. But for us, the rituals work. And that's why we want to keep doing it. Okay? With rituals, there's an emotional charge within it. And whenever there's emotional charges within something, it doesn't always have to be logically explained towards others. It could be logically explained to yourself. It doesn't need to be logically explained to others. Forget them. Let them discover their own ritual. Recap. Routines are just a series of steps. A ritual is a routine plus a story. A lot of the times, rituals seem weird to others, and it could seem weird to others as long as we understand why we're doing it. We must start off with a routine. We must continue to work on it. We must see which activities work for us, which don't. And the more that we personalize it and repeat it, the stronger that it becomes in terms of emotions. And the stronger that it becomes in terms of emotions, the more that it is evolving into a ritual. Rituals are a colorful word that our mind loves. So if you have stumbled into a ritual, good for you. You feel guilty if you don't do these series of activities. And these series of activities are that form of discipline that allows you to remain stable in this very chaotic world. I hope you're one of the rare few that's capable of finding a routine, which a lot of folks can't do. But I hope you're one of the rare folks that can turn that routine into a ritual. If you enjoyed today's talk and you want more practical insights on productivity, be sure to check out my book, Level Up Mentality, a guide to re-engineer your mindset for confidence. Within this book, you will learn how to build the right ritual for you. You will learn more about practical discipline where you don't have to overdo too much. You could use 1% improvements daily to lead to a monumental success. You'll learn about the value of chronicling your journey and much more. Check out the Level Up Mentality in the link in the description box, the pinned comment, or go on ArmaniTalks.com and grab your copy today. Thank you very much for joining the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel, and I'll catch you next time.